Night, whatever the case may be, my name's Ben Matthews, aka Ben Time Traveler. I am who I am. Your government, what's inside the government ain't. Trust me on this, I know these things. Okay, you've been warned, man. Word on the street. Of course, individuals I've been talking to in a couple of different places all around the world are saying the same thing, man. That China and Russia gotten together are planning something for right around our midterms. From what I'm hearing is Russia's going to do their little nasty over there in Ukraine, and at the same time, China is going after Taiwan. And I also heard from sources, these are friends, man, that I associate with all around the world, man. Because I not like other people and shit to come out here and just make money and keep spinning you over and over and over about the same shit about the elections and shit, you know, because it's over with. Elections are over with, man. You know, we see where we're at. You know, it's who's got power. Nothing's happening, man. Nothing's happening to none of these people, man. But yet people want to come out here and make money and try to say something. You know, it's like Roger Stone, man. God bless you, man. All right. But, you know, people ain't talking about there was supposed to have been a call from inside the White House to Roger Stone on January 6th. Well, Roger Stone wasn't even there, man. You know? It's already packed up and gone and shit. When people are trying to spin that, but I'm getting off track here, man. Because I know more things than the average person out here and shit, man. And this is just from sources, you know, from talking to people that are literally out there in the real world absorbing this shit, man. Not these people sitting back and just regurgitating other stories and send me money because I'm broke. Send me money. It costs so much to operate this operation. You know, that's bullshit, man. It cost me nothing, man, to make this video. Not a freaking thing. Don't need no bells and don't need no fucking whistles, man. But I'm gunning for you, bro. I really am. I've been gunning for you for a couple months now. And I got everything set in place. Everything. But I don't want to go making this about somebody else right now. But anyway, you've been warned, man. I do believe it's true. I do believe Russia's going to possible use a nuclear weapon. Maybe it might be a smaller one, but nonetheless, maybe one with 5-10 mile range. It don't matter none. It's bullshit. And at that time, China hits Taiwan and shit. And what I was getting at was from the people I'm talking about, China actually learned something during the pandemic. How much control they got over everything, medication. I mean, it's just the supply, and that's why you see these big corporations are downsizing in their their inventory and everything else, because they know what's about ready to take place. So you just, it's like people say, follow the money. You know, follow the oil first, man. All right, you know, follow the oil. But you see, a lot of these corporations they're not they're getting rid of their inventory, man, and they're starting to lay off a lot of people and shit. It's they know they see what's about ready to take place too. But China realized something during the pandemic, how much control they got over the fucking whole world, man, on supply, medication, and the whole 9 yards, man. And they're going to use that for their advantage, man. Now, what exactly is going to happen? We'll wait and see, man. I'm just calling it, man. Just calling it as my friends out there. You know, I've been talking to a few people in Taiwan. And they expect this to go down around November, December. And I guess a few of them's, just having their ears to the ground and listening to chatter, different chatter and shit, and you know, different platforms, socialist platforms. It's about November. I guess China's and Russia, both, is a way of thinking, but China's the one in control. They're pretty much fucking pushing Putin. By the way, Putin went to a bunker when the riots and protests started happening there. He packed up his shit and went and bunkered down and shit, man, for protection and shit. So he's in a secure, so-called secure bunker, which, will make a bit of fucking sense. Everybody, knows where he went and shit, so he's not really hiding. I mean, shit, if you wanted to hide, people wouldn't be talking about where he went, you know what I'm saying? But it's more or less protect himself from his own people. That's why he went to his underground bunker, Putin. It's not that he's scared of anybody coming and attacking him from another country. He's scared of his own people and shit, getting a hold of them and shit. So he went and bunkered down, man. That's a fact too, man. But when you start going to these different socialist platforms, foreign ones, I'm talking about Taiwan or China. Don't even bother with China. That's become a joke anymore too, man. Censorship's always been there in place anyway. They can't talk freely and shit, man. You have to go to different places to have conversations, shit, like a gaming site or some shit, man. They're even getting so smart now that they're posting comments and articles written like from foreign news agencies and shit. You can leave a comment below and shit. They're posting their comments in there and communicating through the comment section and that shit. But I don't want to give away no secrets of my brothers and sisters that are trying to defend true freedom and democracy. But that's just the chatter, man. And you're gonna hear all these other assholes out here that save me money. I'm telling you the truth. They're just gonna keep spinning you every fucking day you get up, man. You get to listen to their spin, man. And by the way, Coyote, thanks for checking up on me, man. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. A lot of people when I got sick. Hang on a second. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. I rolled my own cigarette. But, lay down. Lay down, old man. I do appreciate you checking on me, man. A lot of people showed their love and support for me when I got sick, man. But I got a family member, man, that's 70 years old that fell down and not doing too good and shit. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, man. Taking care of the people I'm supposed to be taking care of, But she's doing all right now, but that's why this person that threatened my fucking life and shit, my family member's life, that's why he's gonna pay the price, man. Go on. Yeah, he's gonna pay the price, man. Trust me, you don't go threatening people's lives and shit, my family members' life, and think you're gonna get away with it, man. You see how many of these people out here that fucked with me all them years? How many of them out there now you see? How many of them out there you see? I ain't gonna go on and list the names that disappeared, that they're gone now. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But you usually follow me on my YouTube channel. You go look for them people now. You ain't gonna find them. The same thing's gonna happen to that fucking asshole, man. You just don't do it, man. It just ain't happening, man. But yeah, I've been taking care of her and shit, man, and I guess I should be taking care of myself, man. But I sacrifice my body to make sure they're all right, man. It's all that matters right now, anyway. So that's pretty much. Besides all the researching, it's not even research. I'm not even researching shit, man. I'm communicating in different chat rooms and shit, man. And with my brothers and sisters, just like I did with Hong Kong and shit. See, I called Hong Kong before it happened and shit because I knew exactly what's going to happen and shit, man. Nobody else did. Nobody even gives a shit about Hong Kong still to this day and shit, man. They don't give a shit. They're going to do the same thing to Taiwan there. And, you can see it's coming, and fucking the Biden administration ain't doing shit to prevent it, to stop it, shit, because he's compromised, man. Got little dirty little secrets on the pervert, man. Somebody else just flipped here recently. I gotta think of who it was. Can't think right now. I have brain fog for a while, man. My fucking memory and thought and everything was it wasn't where it should have been, and it's another reason besides taking care of her. I wasn't coming out here because I didn't think I make video and I look at it like, geez, man, what this don't even sound, like I know what the hell I'm talking about. It's just my brain, man. It just wasn't functioning where it should have been functioning, man. Went to the store yesterday morning over at a little corner store. The owner started talking about because he ain't vaccinated. And he started, now this is his conversation by himself. This happened twice, and I'm gonna tell you about this here, man. But he just started talking about this himself. One of his employees, man, caught COVID, and he was fully vaccinated too. And he just kept not feeling right, man. Kind of like I've been, and he kept going to the doctor, and they kept saying, "Oh, it's long-term COVID. It's blah 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 and shit." And did a bunch of tests, and it's this, it's that, and then finally they found cancer, man. And store owner is talking about that he believes it's from the vaccines, So I leave there. They didn't have what I wanted. And this early morning shit. I go to Kroger's at 6 o'clock in the morning, So I shoot over to Kroger's. About 6:30. Nobody's in there. And the lady in the bakery and shit, we were having conversation. So she started the conversation and shit about this woke shit and the teaching of the children in the school, I guess she just wanted somebody to talk to and let it out and shit, man. So I lent her my ear and shit. And then she started going off telling me that another person in the bakery area there was telling her that a friend of hers was fully vaccinated and caught COVID and was feeling like shit. for a long, long time. And doctors couldn't find nothing wrong with her. Couldn't find nothing wrong with her. Finally, they found cancer. And she too believes it's from the vaccines. I'm not saying if it's true. I'm not saying it ain't true. I'm just saying, man. But from what I'm seeing, man, it looks like a whole lot of people are dying from cancer all of a sudden, man. I wonder how they're going to spin that motherfucking shit. Yeah, it kicked my ass this last time, man. I thought I was dealing with the long-term effects before, man. They just, it don't stop, man. It don't stop, but I ain't got time to stop, either. So fuck it, man. I'll run myself right into the ground myself. I don't need no fucking man-made fucking biological weapon to fucking kill me. When you get no strength, you got no thought. Your fucking short-term memory sucks. You can't remember. You go out and you start dinner. You gotta sit down. You don't remember if you turned on the oven or not. You gotta get back up, check and see you checked on the fucking. I don't know if it's the early stage of dementia. Fucking kicking in now or what the hell is going on, man. I don't know. There ain't no sense in going and get tested for none of this shit anyway, man. It is what it is, But the sluggishness, the no energy really sucks, man. But I attribute a lot of that to my smoking, my COPD, But man, it's just I got no energy, man. And the headaches, they just keep coming and coming and coming. They don't quit, man. When they do quit, man, it's a blessing. Like today, it's a blessing. I ain't got a headache, But that's because I took 4 Tylenol last night before I went to bed. I had to, man. I don't even like taking that shit, man. I take an aspirin. That's the most I ever took, man. But I had to take them Tylenol last night. I just couldn't deal with the headache and wanted to try to get some sleep. That's another thing, the lack of sleep, man. And the vision in my right eye is fucked up, man. But you know what? We'll keep pushing on, man. We'll keep fucking doing what we gotta do and shit, man. I don't need no money from anybody and shit, man. I can go without people, okay? To me, that's a true freedom fighter, man. Self-dependent shit, man. Don't need to depend on anybody else's finance. And you know what? I said this a couple months ago, about they're gonna go after all these people on all these socialist platforms and shit, and they're making money and shit, and they ain't claiming it to the IRS here in the United States of America. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them shit, man. They're gonna go after these. That's why they hired all them extra fucking IRS workers, man. 80,000 and shit, man. But none of these people want to believe me and shit, man. They didn't want to cross their T's and dot their I's and shit, man. They just want to continue fucking begging for fucking money from people, man. But I said this. I said, the money's going to run out, man. Things are going to get really fucking tight. What are these people going to do? They're going to come out here and they're going to do the same sad story. Well, if you don't want us out here and you can't support us, then we'll have to go make some pizza somewhere. We'll have to go do this. We'll have to go do that. No. You're locked in, bro. You're locked in. It's easy money for you and shit, man. You're not going to, you'll just keep coming out here begging and shit. You'll tighten, your belt a little bit, but you're like the oil reserve. You got all that money in the fucking, hid away. You're hiding it. That, you can keep picking at, a little bit, take a little bit out here, a little bit out there to survive and shit, man, But you won't go away. No, you are going to go away. I'm working on that. I'm going to make sure that Green Baloney Productions and Tier 7, they're, my partners, man. We're fucking putting it together, and we almost got it there and shit. You will be going away and shit. That one person I won't have to worry about. And you deserve everything you get from me. I don't go looking for this shit, man. The shit comes to me, and I just stand up for myself and defend myself, man. Just like all the rest of them and shit. Sorry it's so dark in here, man, but I won't turn on the lights this early yet, man. Get people up. They're redoing our roads and shit, man. Got my road all tore up. And I'm going to be honest about my road. My road really didn't need to be redone. From 16th to 10th Street, well, all the way from 24th Street to 10th Street, man, it's my street was all right, man. There's other streets in this town that need to be done that ain't being done, and they're hitting this area, and I just, whatever, don't get me wrong, it's appreciated. Excuse me. But our road never needed to be done, man. They needed to take heart to other places, man. All right, I'm going to cut this short. I'll be back out later. I just want to make sure people get the warning and shit, man. And they're looking at around November, man. Both Russia and China doing their thing and shit, man. And then, because they know they ain't a whole lot. I guess their logic of thinking is the elections and the chaos of new people coming in during this event kind of throws a little monkey wrench into our system, and then China's stronghold on the supply chain, and then Russia's stranglehold on European countries with the oil and gas and shit, and freezing them out and shit this winter, that they don't feel that too much will be done. I think they believe too much can't be done, and I'm kind of thinking the same thing, man. We're the position we set ourselves in. It's shameful, man. You got gas prices down a little bit and shit, man. Still higher than what they were, but you got gas prices down and shit, and yet right now Biden ain't restocking our oil reserves. He should be buying that oil at a cheaper cost and restocking our fucking oil reserve. But no, I think that's part of the plan too, man, is the weaken our oil supply, our oil reserve and shit, and that we won't have as much, which we don't, because he released so fucking many millions of fucking barrels, and that put us at a weak spot, man. And I think Biden did it on purpose because he was told to do it, man. People that keeps asking, well, who's controlling Biden? It's China, man. That's who's doing it. Freaking China, man. Better be leaving that cat alone. Better be leaving that cat alone, man. Go on. That cat's our friend. Tiger cat's hanging out here. Lives here now. Not in the house. But lives in my backyard. I set him up on a crib and shit, man. I had turned on the heat this morning, man. Fucking took my aspirin, man. It makes my blood thin and shit, man. I'm skinny anyway and shit. I get cold, man, real easy. And it ain't as cold as it was yesterday, that's for sure. I don't even know if we'll make it out of the 50s, man, or the 60s. But anyway, that's where China and Russia's thinking and shit. You know, you go to the chat rooms and shit, man, around the world, shit, man, and you start talking and shit, or just sit there and listen, man, and you find out, man. Well, maybe it'd be China and Russia giving us our fucking surprise this year. I do know, talking to somebody else, you ain't gonna hear this from nobody else, man. You're just gonna hear this from me, man, about Roger Stone and shit, man, and the White House phone call and shit, man. It's pretty interesting. He wasn't even there, but there's some stories to that, man, that need to be said here, but you can't go ahead and do it right now, but y'all gonna be surprised. You know, everybody wants to talk about the FBI informants. I'm gonna cough here in a minute. Weed. But everybody wants to talk about FBI informants. They ain't talking about the CIA. But we will be here shortly, man. We'll be calling them out by their fucking names, man. Like I always do. Don't give a shit, man. Yeah. Only thing you can do is set me up or kill me, man. That's it, man. And look, I'm not talking shit, you know, fuck out, whatever, buddy. No. Is this? We see it. This is how they operate. You know, fucking get too close and shit, man. You know, that ain't nothing about being over no fucking target shit. You get too close, man, they just fucking silence you, man. They can't see on the social platforms, man. They'll come personally do it, man. They set you up or fucking kill you, man. They just found out by threatening my fucking family was a big fucking sending your little fuck boy, man, do their job and shit, call me and shit and threaten me and my family and shit, man. That they knew that was the wrong decision to do, man. They see the fucking, I'm vengeance, man. I'm coming at you, bro. You know, take that back to your boss and see if they'll fucking protect you this time and shit, man. They already told you, man. See, that's what I laugh about, man. These people think, oh, I'm protected by the FBI, CIA, the government with inside the government. Oh, they're pamper me and they take care of me, protect me and shit. And once you're fucking, they don't need you no more and shit, man. Why are you calling them so much now? Huh? Why are you calling them so much and talk about me, man? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They ain't gonna do nothing. Can't do anything. You're the one that's gonna get your feelings hurt. And I know you watching, man. If you ain't watching, you got your little bitch there coming over here watching, so. Which we'll have fun with her too when it's all said and done, and all. I ain't gonna call that other person out by his name, but we will shortly. We will shortly. You know, I called out the hurricanes this year and shit. I said you ain't gonna hardly see any fucking hurricanes. And if you do, man, it'll be more towards the East Coast. Yeah, we got one fucking hurricane, man. All the rest of them are staying out in the fucking off the East Coast, staying out there in the ocean and shit, man. This one here, boom, bang, bang. But I said there would be least fucking hurricanes, man, more tornadoes and shit, man. I think fucking towards the north, towards certain areas, and that happened too, man. And especially here in Michigan, I caught our state out for Michigan, fucking uh, upper New York, parts of Canada. Canada's seen it too, man. I called it, man, and it happened. The weather patterns just the way I said it is and shit, man. And how it's not so much the weather pattern itself is shifting, okay, because of so-called global warming, pieces of lying shit. It's because of the slightly pole shift that's occurring. That's why the weather pattern is different. It's not that it's the weather pattern itself is shifting, okay? It's because of the so slightly pole shift. It don't take much, okay? Don't take much at all. But yeah, I was right, man. But I didn't think, because when you look at the government, what's inside the government, the ones that control everything, even believe it or not, the freaking weather and shit, which two scientists just recently came out and said that this is fucking dangerous, man. And they gave their paperwork. This is what these are real scientists, and they're giving their paperwork, their evidence to the rest of the world to see. Say, okay, debunk this, bitch. Here's our research. Here's our evidence. Debunk this. Prove us to be wrong. These are real scientists. Are you listening to me? These are real scientists. These ain't no fake ass ones wanting to be ones. Okay, these are real scientists that did the research, did everything, man. The testing and put the paperwork out there for yous out there that don't believe in shit. Can debunk it, but you can't debunk the truth. And they gave a warning, man. But 13 years ago when Ben Time Traveler was out here talking about fucking, let's say, dementia going up off the hook and shit, man, and explaining about heavy metals that cause dementia, it's, it's not hard to figure out, and realizing that you're eating it, you're breathing it in, you're drinking it. You can't get away from it and shit, man. The heavy metals that they're just it's everywhere. It's in your food now. It's all for it's been in there for a while. It's in your water. I don't give a shit how many filters and treatment plants it goes through. You're breathing it in. But that's a conspiracy theory. There's only one thing I got left. There's only one thing left that ain't been so really proven yet, but it will be. I guarantee it. It will be. And you know what that one, everything else I talked about in the last 13 years is all became true. It's all been proven to be fact and truth, regardless of how hard they try to silence individuals, like me about, geoengineering and, other shit. It's all came true. It's all been proven to be fact. But there's one thing left. The most, to me, the one that's going to justify it all for me anyway. And that's Nibiru, man. Planet X. That's the last thing I got left. That's it. After that, I went 100, man. I went 100 for 100, man. And it'll be proven here shortly, too, man. I guarantee it, man. Because once you realize, well, knowing what I know anyway, but I'm talking about other people's, once, like scientists and shit, once they realize that when, because the pole shift, for instance, is happened over and over and over again and again and again. And by the way, each time the pole shift happens, there's been mass extinction all around the world. Every time the pole shift happened, there was mass extinction all around the world. See, this is fact that I talked about to you, man, because this is things you get into the ground and research it and dig up and see that it happened. This is scientists is all fucking. You can't argue this point with me. It's happened over and over and over again and again and again. Okay. And each time it happened, there's been a mass distinction. You can't argue this fact with me, okay? But scientists now are realizing that they said what happens at a certain many thousands and thousands of years, It happens on a pattern. Almost exactly the same time, okay? And what would cause that pole shift to happen time and time again after time after time after time after time after time? What would cause that? To make it happen at almost precisely the same time. Yeah. Nibiru, Nabaru, Nibaru, any way you want to pronounce it. Boom, bada, bing. But I knew about it anyway, man. And a lot of people want to say, well, they know, the elite, the richest of the richest in the world. They know about it, and that's why they're preparing, blah, blah, blah. No, they don't know jack diddly shit, all right? They're always cowards any fucking way, all right? They're always going to have their underground bunkers, man. Lavish underground bunkers. You're always going to have your militaries all around the world having their their underground bunkers and shit. Food supply for them and water supply, medication, et cetera, and shit. But for the cancer that walks on top of the planet, me and you, we're not worthy to have these things, man. Not worthy to be protected. But, Lord Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, man, he's the only one that ain't lied to each and every one of you, man. He's the only one that's told you the truth, man. He had it written down in a book for you all, man, to read. He gave visions to your ancestors to give you a dire warning about what's about ready to happen. The Hopi, Maya, I mean, the list of your ancient ancestors, man, goes on and on and on of the warnings that you were given. You even got, individuals out here now giving warnings, man. I mean, I live in Michigan, you all know that, and I ain't shy about where I live and shit. Never have been, never will be, man. Fucking, some people say it's stupid to give up my shit like that, man, but hang on a second. The other day ago, I hope this thing's still running. Yesterday morning, I think it was. That tiger cat's living in my yard now. Like I said, the only two cats, they all three kittens still come here, man. They're almost a year old now. But, yeah, I roll my own cigarettes. The tiger cat's been living here pretty tight, man. Staying in the yard and shit, man. And, which is cool. I kind of want it to. And it comes up to the window here and shit. And, Charlie still comes here. That black and white cat still comes here, man. He knocks on the window almost every morning and shit, man, to get something to eat. He should be here pretty soon. I got mad at him the other day. He's a fucking grump. He's a grump. Here's a tiger cat. Here, I'll show you a tiger cat. Don't go nowhere. Hang on. Oh, wrong switch. Here, he'll get up in that chair. He don't go nowhere no more, man. He stays right here. He wants it. I play with him, you know, I can't touch him and shit. You know, I get a string and shit, and we play in the backyard and play on the porch and shit. He just wants to have that contact so bad, man, but the wildness in him just ain't allowing him to come up, you know. Every once in a while, I'll have the window open and shit, and he'll have his back turned to me and shit, and I'll reach down, I'll touch his ass or his tail, you know, give him a little touch, you know. But he got the drive in him, so it's you can just tell, man, he just wants for me to touch him and him to, you know, let me touch him and shit. You know, he just wants that love, man. But that's the one I call Fatty Waddy Waddy. I used to call him Fat Ass, but they don't like that, man. Yeah, the one that got hit, I nursed back to health. She got pretty good size to her. Winter's coming, I gotta fatten them up, man. Sissy, she's finally gotten some weight to her. She's still a sissy. See, he come right up the window. Yeah. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? You want me to touch you so bad, don't you? You love me? Huh? You give me kisses? Look at him playing. Look at him. Yeah, I put something on a string and shit, man. He's in the window right now. And I tug on it, play with him and shit, or in the backyard, up underneath the deck. You know, he can get up underneath there, the dog can't. And no, I just started hanging out. I got a wood pile back there, old branches and shit that I was gonna burn. You know, I stack pile it and shit, and then I burn it. You know, it's just end of the summer. He was living in it and shit, man. Oh man, I almost was gonna burn it, man. I had a feeling he might be staying in there. So I tarped that all off and put fucking straw around it and shit. And this winter we'll stack it with some more straw. Well, before winter gets here, we'll stack it up with some more straw and shit. I can only do what I could do, man, for the cat and for the rest of the world, man. I lost my brakes, man. I had to get brakes fixed. They're not metal to metal yet, but they're getting pretty damn close and shit, man. I hope that's what's wrong with them. I kind of think it's what's wrong with them, but not too sure anymore, man. If it ain't in my power steering unit, man. I mean, the brakes are bad, don't get me wrong, but I also it seems like something's going on with the power steering unit, man. But it is what it is. It's an old car, man. You know, like an old like me is shit, man. Some things don't work anymore, you know. Some things don't work as good as they used to work, you know. Like my fucking eyesight in my right eye. Fucking got vaccinated and shit, caught COVID and shit, man. Fucking feel like I'm going blind in it and shit, man. Narrowing anyway, vision. It ain't cataracts. I went to the eye doctor. You know, Andrea is autistic. I ain't shy about telling people about it, you know. And it's one of the persons I take care of. She's in her fucking mid-40s, man. And I took her to the dentist, man. Fucking believe it or not, man, she didn't have one freaking cavity, man. Not one. Fucking old fucking dentist, man. He said, I'm looking. Yeah, you know, if you could fill that fucker, you're gonna make some money and shit, man. You couldn't find one. He said, honestly, I couldn't find no cavities, man. I was like, amazing, huh? And she hates toothpaste, man. She just puts a little dab, just a little dab on there when she brushes her teeth. She hates toothpaste, man. She can't fucking stand it, man. It's a lot of things she won't eat and shit because, I don't know, being autistic, she's got a special thing to her, man. Besides her drawing. But she ain't done that in fucking years and years and years. But, I think she don't eat certain things because she'll eat any kind of vegetable you put in front of her, man. She'll eat any kind of fruit that you put in front of her. I mean, if you went to a buffet with all you can eat, she would load up her plate with vegetables, man, before anything else. And maybe nachos, and you know, she probably hit that. They had nachos there, you know, certain things that she really does like, but she'll eat the shit out. Like last night, I made some broccoli with their dinner and shit, man. And first thing she ate was their broccoli, man. Before she touched anything else, man. She just boop, ate that broccoli. And corn on the cob, man. Oh, don't bring corn on the cob home by the dozens, man. She'll go forever and ever on that shit, man. But that's good. That's good that she likes vegetables, man. Always has. And fruit. But we don't try to give her a lot of sugar anyway. Never have tried to give her a lot of sugar, man. And get her diabetes and shit, man. My plants are doing all right. We've been having freaking rain for the last couple of days. I'm afraid of mold now, so I got some shit that could treat it, man. But I just hate this time of year, man, because it's that cold rain and shit, man. It stays in the 50s and 60s and shit. You get mold on your fucking your pumpkins, just all that shit, man. That late shit, man. But yeah, my one that's male, unfortunately, but I want a male anyway, man. I don't care if there's seeds in my plants because I use them to grow next year. I know what I got, man. But it's getting so heavy, it might start breaking my branches, man. It might just, buds are getting so big, they might just break them little branches, man. Next year I gotta work on that. I gotta work on how to figure out to get my branches bigger and more tougher and shit, man. Everything else, I'm pretty much. Lady comes and drops off the medicine and shit at the house and shit, man. She told me another day ago, Friday. She says, man, you got a green thumb, man. She sees all the shit I plant here and what I do around here and shit, man. She's always compromised. You know, so's the mail lady, man. I don't do too much, really. I didn't do too much this year, man. Planted a couple new trees and relocated a couple of different flowers and shit, man, different sections of the front yard and shit to see how they do and shit. They did pretty damn good, man. So now I know I can plant them there. But that's about all I did this year, man. And some of them gores or whatever they call them, little funny looking things, man. I planted some of them because I like planting them for Halloween and shit. I planted 4 different varieties and only one variety grew, man. Well, only 2 varieties grew, man. Little miniature white pumpkins, real miniature, and these big gnarly looking gores. They got spikes on them and shit, kind of like a crown of thorns, man. But I didn't get very many of them either, man. I just didn't have it in me this year to go do what I usually do and shit, put the effort into it and shit. I just ain't got it in me to fucking cut the grass, man. You know? I'm glad it's getting ready to go dormant and shit, man. And I think, oh shit, got that white 4-letter word coming now, man. Snow. And before then, I get all the freaking leaves I got to take down and fucking get up and shit before, because, you know, can't go fucking shoveling, blowing snow with fucking 2 inches of leaves underneath it. Clog up your shit. So I gotta get the leaves up when that happens. We're right on time for our fall weather, though. It was right to the day here we're on that. When the day fall happened, man, boom, the weather changed. It was 90 degrees not too far, but a couple days back and shit, man. As soon as fall got here, boom, that day, yeah, right on time. Turn down this heat, man. It ain't that hot. Just got a little bit nippy with that rain. Not even nippy, man. Just got damp chill, you know, to it. The sun's starting to pop now. Oh, there's Charlie. Hang on, I gotta let Charlie in, man. Told you he'd be here. Move it out of the way. What do you want? Come on, get in here. Come on, get over here. Oh, what you want? You want something to eat? Huh? Something to eat? Alright, hang on, let me set the phone down. Don't you be playing with it. Play with that, get something to eat. Stay. You in a better mood today? Huh? You in a better mood today? Yeah? You hungry? Shut this window. All right. There he goes. Come on, go. And we're back in here, man. like clockwork with him, man. Comes up and he knocks on the window. As soon as that sun starts coming up, he's down here. Laid down the streets. She got some shitty ass housing, fucking made out of, come on. He's coming in. He'll come in. He usually stays in and eats, man, but, he being an asshole the other day, man. I set him straight, man. You can't let him come in my house, man. But being an asshole, hiss at me and shit. They're right, Charlie. Now he comes in, he takes one piece of fucking meat, and goes outside, eats it, comes back in, gets one piece of meat, goes outside and eats it. I usually just shut the window on his ass and leave him in here, man. Don't have to try hard. No, he's gonna stay. Enough. Don't you dare. We went through this yesterday. Poppy, go lay down. That dog's not going to hurt you. Here, let me set it outside for you. Leave the window open anyway. Just like clockwork with him, man. Try feeding them all at the same time, man. Because they can eat up shit, because, man, skunks, possums, and yesterday, biggest freaking raccoon I've seen in a long time, man. I looked out the window, I thought it was one of the cats looking up in the window. I got up and opened the window and shit, man. It was a big-ass raccoon, man. Big fat one, man. Big healthy raccoon. Big. Thought the last one I seen crawling up beside my house was big, man. That's a pretty good sized raccoon, man. Lives over in the corner house over here, man. It's abandoned and shit. Had a bunch of babies in there and shit. It's the third abandoned house from around here. Them are starting to go down left and right too, man. You can see it with the housing market and shit, man. I talked about that, but more interested in what's going to happen here with our, I guess around November. China and Russia. Like they say, he called up 300,000 reserve. No, he's more. It's in the millions, man. And a whole lot of the Russians, man, they took off and shit, man. But it's in the millions, man, that he's drafting, man. You ain't seen something like that in a long fucking time, man. China don't have to worry about it, man. They'll just cut off their food supply and shit to their people and shit, man. And you want to eat and you want to take care of your family, you'll go fight for your country, man. Not because you want to, because you need to survive and protect your family. Because China's ruthless, man. They just cut off everything to their people and shit. If you don't fight and shit, man, fucking, you're not going to eat, man. They're going to send you out to fucking the death camps. Well, they'll send you off to the fucking during war. They won't kill as many of their own people and shit because they'll make them fucking build their fucking war machine. Their weapons of mass destruction and shit. United States of America, fuck, you can't even get people to join the military anymore and shit with all that woke shit going on and shit, man. It's not happening. Where is it? Philadelphia and New Orleans? I can't remember what city it is, shit, man. They're hiring fucking people off the street and shit, regular civilians and shit to work for the police department shit. They're not out on the streets with guns and shit, but they're actually training them to be detectives and do certain in-house shit, you know. But, yeah, because they want to take what police they got and put them on the street, man. Called the murder capital of the fucking United States of America, man. You want to defund the police, you get what you get, man. All right, cut this short, man. I gotta get shit going here. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect, man. God bless each and every one of you, man.